No crash, no bull. High-Q energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Rudo Apparel powers teams and athletes around the world by offering the best in customer uniforms at an unbeatable price. Visit RudoApparel.com or give them a call today at 347-850-2720. Build your one-of-a-kind uniform made just the way you want. Rudo Apparel, the #1 shop for custom uniforms and apparel. That's 347-850-2720. When you are looking for a company to help build your next project, what do you look for? Price? Honesty? How about our general contractor with integrity? If this sounds like you, it's time to call my friends over at Osborne Company Incorporated. No matter what project you have in mind, the Osborne Company will get it right the first time. Just listen to some satisfied customers. Every detail was given its due attention. We have done major projects over the years, and the quality of the work given to us by Osborne was far superior to other companies. Sound like a company you want to deal with? Head over to osbornecompany.com to see what they can do for you today. Or give them a call and talk with the friendly staff at 336-623-2111. The Osborne Company. Integrity, excellence, and value.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HIQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HighQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will know.
When you are looking for a company to help build your next project, what do you look for? Price? Honesty? How about our general contractor with integrity? If this sounds like you, it's time to call my friends over at Osborne Company Incorporated. No matter what project you have in mind, the Osborne Company will get it right the first time. Just listen to some satisfied customers. Every detail was given its due attention. We have done major projects over the years, and the quality of the work given to us by Osborne was far superior to other companies. Sound like a company you want to deal with? Head over to osbornecompany.com to see what they can do for you today. Or give them a call and talk with the friendly staff at 336-623-2111. The Osborne Company. Integrity, excellence, and value.
You're listening to Clayton Comet Football on the 3 and Out Radio Network.
Well, homecoming continues on here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. We're getting ready for the second half of play on the Comets football broadcast on the 3 and Out Sports Network. Our halftime show was presented by Osborne Company. Of course, it's not been much of a halftime show. Brad Tanis, the coach, as the Spartans and the Comets prepare to go back and do a little practice plays before we go back to the resumption of the second half in about 4 minutes. But what's your thoughts of the game, first half of the game so far? Comets up 21, Spartans at 3, they're back at 18. What did the coach have to say, Mike Harper, to the Spartans to get things pumped up for the second half?
Well, it's like we talked about earlier in the show, Wesley. You gotta do less turnovers, less mistakes. They had 3 opportunities on 4th down and 3 where they could have stopped Clayton and got the ball back. But all 3 opportunities, they allowed Clayton to dive that ball up the middle of the field and collect the first downs. And like we talked about earlier, that fumble that they tried to pitch to the far outside, they were on the 30-yard line on their opponent's time, and they gave the ball right back to Clayton. So if they're on that sideline and they can get those turnovers and capitalize on defensive stands, they might be in this ball game a little closer than an 18-point deficit.
And again, Clayton is just powering on the pressure as we get ready to go into the second half of play. 3:25 going up here on the clock before we go back to the second half. Third quarter coming up. 21-3 Comets in front of the Spartans. 21-3. The score 18 ahead. You gotta wonder, the temperature's dropping. The sun said it's got cold. You poke your head out the broadcast booth and you're going to start to be, obviously blowing that chilly air out of your breath from the cold. That's why I'm thinking about closing the window, but it's so foggy we can't see if we do that. But the weather, you're a coach yourself. What does that do when you're 60 degrees, sun sets, gets down in the 40s like it is now?
Well, I'll tell you what, you get a pop by a shoulder pad with this cold, and I'll tell you what, you think twice about going up the middle trying to run that ball.
Do you think that's what we saw happen to the player of B.J. Jones for the Spartans? Do you think with the weather he got popped too hard in the cold and it might have hurt him?
Well, as far away as he was from where we're broadcasting far, it's a little hard to tell. The way that he was getting put on the stretcher, you don't want to think this, but it looked as though he hit his head going down pretty hard and wasn't getting back up.
Okay. Well, we're getting ready for the second half of play. The Osborne Company halftime show is about to come to an end. Of course, thank you to the Osborne Company for sponsoring our halftime show on the 3 and Out Sports Network. Unforgettables is also one of our sponsors. Thank you again to High HQ for our Coach's Corner interview with again, Hunter Jinks. And Hunter's got to be happy right now. All the Comets folks, the moms, the dad, the parents, the players, the coaches, the principal, everyone's got to be happy. Homecoming night, they're up by 18.
And let's not, again, forget about the 50th anniversry of their first championship.
There you go again. Yes,
win us
sir.
in this game.
It's awesome, ain't it?
Absolutely.
They're being acknowledged as well for the first time being here in the game, and they got themselves a... Could you imagine us broadcasting a game on the end zone? Could you imagine us setting up and doing a broadcast on the end zone there in the bleachers where the class of 1968 is? Definitely. That would be fun. That would be really, really fun to do something like that. But no, thank you to Coach. Thank you to Bennett Jones and to Mr. Hunter Jinks, the coach of the Comets, and for everybody for all the hospitality here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. Again, thank you to all of them. Great game. The game rolls on. And again, out in front, it is of course currently still the opportunity for both teams to continue on where they've left off, and we get ready for the second half of play here in about another minute or so. So we have 1 minute remaining until we get back to resumption of play. What's it going to take, Mr. Tanis, Coach Tanis, to try to pull an upset here for the Spartans in the second half?
Well, they got to get a defensive stop first. Clayton's getting the ball first, so you know that Triple S has got to make a stop on defense to get an opportunity to put themselves in the scoring range to try and get this score a little bit closer.
Well, there you go. We're ready for the second half of play here in just a moment. The game rolls on. An awesome game it is tonight between the Comets of Clayton, Homecoming 2018, and the Spartans of Triple S. Our post-game show is again presented by the fine folks at Osborne Company. We're going to thank them one more time, and we get ready for the second half on the 3 and Out Sports Network.
When you are looking for a company to help build your next project, what do you look for? Price? Honesty? How about our general contractor with integrity? this sounds like you, it's time to call my friends over at Osborne Company Incorporated. No matter what project you have in mind, the Osborne Company will get it right the first time. Just listen to some satisfied customers. Every detail was given its due attention. We have done major projects over the years, and the quality of the work given to us by Osborne was far superior to other companies. Sound like a company you want to deal with? Head over to osbornecompany.com to see what they can do for you today. Or give them a call and talk with the friendly staff at 336-623-2111. The Osborne Company. Integrity, excellence, and value.
It's now time to head down to the field for live action of Clayton Comet football on the 3 and Out Radio Network.
Hey, welcome back to the 3 and Out Sports Network. They're getting in place on special teams for offense and defense for the Comets and the Spartans. And Brad Tannis, we're ready to go for the second half of play, third quarter. Ready to go here. Looks like the Comets are going to kick it to the Spartans. Number 1 will pass it off to number 4. And that was, of course, number 1 of Keyshawn Bobbitt off to number 4 of Devontae Whaley. And the Spartans are going to get the ball back to kick off the third quarter.
Yeah, that's a very shaky start right there. You saw number 1 fumble the ball, trying to pick it up. Luckily, number 7 picks it up and gets blasted as soon as he does.
I tell you, one guy we haven't really talked about that much, but a guy that is committed to going to NC State for the Comets, and that's number 11, the senior 6'3", 260 player, defensive lineman, Savion Jackson. He's doing his job playing defensive line, but he's not really made a lot of exciting plays tonight, but he's got a great career ahead of him in football.
Oh, yeah, anytime. And right now, he's ranked in the top 100 in the country.
That's awesome. Right here from C-Town, Davion Jackson committed to NC State to join the Wolfpack as the Spartans now begin their quest to try to offensively get something started on the board as they did get a field goal at the end of the first half of play. It's 21-3, and, well, they tried to get a couple up the field. Couldn't get anything done. Oh, they got 1 yard. They're going to give them a yard. Ball on the 24 for the Spartans and 2nd and 9, Brad. They'll come back to the line again. Quarterback again for the Triple S Spartans is now number 10.
Fumble on the play.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Clayton might have recovered it.
Fumble by the Spartans. I believe Clayton's going to capitalize on it, and the Comets will get the ball back. Wow. What do you say? The hits just keep on coming. As soon as something happens momentum-wise for the Spartans, they get snake bit, something going wrong, and the Comets have capitalized one more time, and they got the ball back.
And Wesley, we just talked about at halftime. You've got to capitalize, and we cannot give any more turnovers. And right here, you're giving Clayton the ball back on their 20-yard line. And we already know from the first half, this Clayton team, they get the ball running, they can roll right into that end zone.
Is it safe enough to say, Brad Tannis, you can't make these mistakes? You can't make these mistakes, especially when you make them over and over again, because the Comets now have that mind game of, we know what we got to do, we're going to capitalize on it, as Anderson's going to hand it off down to number, and they're in the end zone. Touchdown! It's over! Another touchdown for the Comets. Number 10, Noah Anderson to number 31. I want to say that's number 31 there for the Comets. Yes, it is. Number 31 on the catch. And that is James Taylor, not the singer, mind you.
Nope. Yes, excellent play call there by the Claytons. They got the guy in motion. They faked the handoff. The Triple S team bid on the fake handoff and opened up a quick pass down the middle of the field for a 21-yard touchdown.
I got so excited, Brad Tannis, that my laptop in front of me with the roster and the notes and all that good stuff, it looked like it started jumping on different pages. We were trying to find James Taylor's name, number 31, the man that put it in the end zone. And, hey, by the way, it's 28-3. Comets are up by 25 again.
Yeah, Triple S has got to figure something out. I mean, that fumble resulted in an immediate touchdown. Again, the team with the least turnovers wins the game, and right now, that's obviously Clayton.
And again, something is just gone on wrong for all these players. The spoke on the wheel has come off for the Spartans. They've got to try to find a way to at least salvage, what do you say, some kind of pride, if any, mind you, to just try to score points, to get a touchdown, not to have a 3-point game there.
Yeah, you definitely want to go back with a loss, giving up 28 points plus. I mean, we just started the second half, and there's already a touchdown on the board.
Yes.